I should be live. I need to change like the titles and stuff. There it is. How do I do that though? Um, yeah, not that. Edit panels. Oh god, how do you do any of that? Creator dashboard. That's my stream. Oh, so container decontribution day 1. Container decontribution day 1. Watchdog support deck open source program science and technology, sure. uh open open source software technology. Okay, open source software, and I'm gonna do containers because why not? Just enough of that. Okay, so that should be my stream. uh let's just quickly check that out. Yep. Okay, so I don't need to do any of that. Okay. So there, what's the point of the stream? I have I've been meaning to contribute to a very old issue and containerd. So that is watchdog. Yeah, integrated with systemd, watchdog daemon health. It had help wanted. It was beginner friendly. I have never been in containerd code. Well, I kind of have, but at the same time I have not. um, Interesting. There was a PR. Oh god. Oh god. So there is a PR already. Um. Shit. Yeah, I remember this guy. This guy is really good. But is that even a guy? I don't even know. But that's not the point. The point is, yeah, plugin watchdog seconds, context service. I don't think I was gonna do it like this, but this looks a better way of doing it. Interesting. Funk PTR. That is a weird way to get the address. What? Huh? I mean, who am I to judge, I guess, but okay, never mind, yes. So yeah, that was the one that I was going to do, but I guess um why was this closed? Good permission. And that this really isn't a health check. No state 30 minutes verified validated which is blind to system D. Are we doing that here? I think so. Service register. So serve to check. Health check request. Yep. Okay. That's a bit sad. I started like looking into this a long time ago, like yep. When was the last log? Well, that doesn't really say anything. I don't even have a change, but did I start at January? I don't even know. I don't know how to check that, but 1 second. Let me keep Kick open on my phone. Oh yeah, that's a bit sad. That's a bit sad. Okay, what I can do? Let's see. Kind help wanted. You can just pick one of them, right? I want to just keep the chat open. So July 3. Oh, there are like already 4 linked PRs. That's can I like, if I could like filter by no PRs, that'd be awesome. Windows support for OCI volume sources. And I have a Windows machine, like this machine can run Windows, but um wait, am I even showing my camera correctly? Go live. That's fine. Config. What is this? Container config dump does not reflect plugin config migrations. Container config. Okay, one thing I need to do real quick is go back to. I need to edit. Your camera is visible. Hello. I need to change the title because I'm not adding Watchdog anymore. I'll just put it on day 1 because why not? Okay, so what is this? You know, Kick should add like support to pop out. Oh, there is a way to pop out. Yes! See, Dada, learn to do this. And I can actually do this then. Always on top. Ha! I don't need my phone anymore. See? Haha. Okay, so containerd config dump does not reflect plugin config plugin config migrations, and containerd config migrate fills in default config. So git branch contribution. I'll just do that. I was in the health file. That's pointless. I remember there should be like command container d and is that config, right? Okay, this is the migrate command. So config dump should, one more thing I should do is contain d docs, because I don't know, like I've never used containerd standalone, right? It's obviously always been used through Kubernetes. or even Docker. So I don't really know how these things work, or some of the subcommands, what the purpose of the subcommands are. It's kind of speed is called fart in Swedish. Shut the fuck up. Okay, so I'm gonna pin this so it's there. Okay. Other docs, no. I want like, oh, so they're all of their docs are basically in GitHub. Okay. The official binary releases for containerd, blah 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 blah. Typically you'll have to install runc. I think I already did runc. Yeah, so I can ignore that. I don't care about CNI plugins for now. So one of the things, okay, I know what the title of my stream is going to be. Exploring how containerd works, because I need to understand that first. I can't just go in and change code without really knowing how the thing works. So I guess I'm gonna do that. Like I know I can spin containers through runc. Right. Wait. Does the runc checkpoint use that other thing? Can you checkpoint to check? I think so, but at the point, I need to understand that, right? I need to understand how it's kind of spinning up the containers and so on and so forth. So, and I think there is like an API of containerd, like an HTTP API, that I can use. So in theory, there should be something similar here, but let me do something first. Let me build it. Make help. So I can do make. Let's do binaries. Popo, obvious naki. I doubt obvious. Okay, so what is it complaining about? Copying to bin. Why is it causing make clean? Oh, I know what it's complaining. Sudo rmrf. Because I remember, I think I did like I used the diff container thing, and it uses root classic binaries. So one of the good things, one of the ways I kind of look at Go programs is like their binaries and how they build the binaries. It can kind of give you a good idea of where to start looking. Like in this case, I want to look at containerd, right? And I need to just look at cmd containerd. So by the way, this is built. I can do like cmd containerd over here, right? And the files in here, this is basically the entry point for containerd. That's kind of how I look at things. Command.app, app.run, blah 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 blah. So okay. I know that containerd is supposed to be run as yeah, let's just go with it, right? So I have a CLI app, and I don't know why containerd does not use Cobra. I mean, obviously I don't know. I wish it did use Cobra, right? Then I wouldn't have to figure out how the heck this thing works. What is it using? CLI. Hmm. Yeah, you are fave dot. Ugh. You are fave CLI. Why? Why? Documentation. I just need to know like how it kind of creates those things. I'll stream for maybe an hour, right? Because I have actual work to do. This is like 2:38. I have actual work to do. Office work, that is. Okay, declarative, simple, fast, fun, package, compound, short flag support. Okay, that's nice. I don't think Cobra supports that. Shout out my name, please. Boka choda. Bal. Garmaraba. Compound, short flag support input, variables, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we're also not using v3. The fuck? It's using v2. Okay. What are the chances things are not going to be the same? The v2 security bug fixes only. V2 main branch, Garmara, when you work, yes. Contributing, blah 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 blah. V2 manual. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. When you work, join my stream. Yeah, that. এটাই বাকি আছে বাড়া জীবনে আর কিছু তো করবোই না বাড়া I mean sure ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডে চলবে বাড়া কালকে ট্যাবটা আসলে একবারে যাব তখন ট্যাবে চালিয়ে রাখতে পারবো যেন one of the nice things about it. Alright, run hello world blah 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 blah. So we basically it's like CLI.app is the same as Cobra.command and action is where we are running things. So this CLI context. It just follows the same stuff, right? So okay. CLI.app. CLI.new. This is probably our CLI. No, it's not. Okay. So it's the same as using something else. Okay. CLI.flags. We have config path to the configuration file. Okay. Default config directory. String flag. Blah 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 blah. So okay, this is then the entry point, right? I have the config path. We do stat. Doesn't exist. If the config is not set, then we obviously say that we have a problem. Apply flags, gRPC. I don't know what gRPC is. So far in my career, I still don't know what gRPC is. And apparently, there is another thing called trpc. Still don't know what those are. The thing is, I don't care. I'll figure them out when I need them. Make sure top level directories are created only. These are some fun functions, to be honest. Root state da 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 da. Make directory with whoa with ACL. If you're just doing make directory all, don't make it sound like you're doing more than that. Unless ACL, so it's probably doing more things here. Yeah. Make security attributes and then do the stuff. Yeah, never mind me. I spoke too soon. Anyway, register and unregister services. Stop if you're registering or there's a CM. I don't care about Windows. Handle signals. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so these are not really that important stuff. Run the initialization in a go-to-tune. We don't end up blocking important things like system handling. While the server is initializing, as an example, opening the Bolt database blocks forever if a container. Oh, wait. So container uses Bolt? Huh. I did not know that. Mm. I don't even know clearly what Bolt is, to be honest. I thought Bolt was separate thing. maybe HCD also uses Bolt. Wait, what happened? I remember Bolt. Ah, really? So Bolt is now part of HCD. I had no idea, honestly, and that's why like the Go.mod had HCD in there as well. Okay, very interesting. We know that. Uh, okay. Can I do like? Can I configure this one extensions? I'm gonna turn it off because of some reasons. Um, Cosmic Clock. How do I? Of course, show me my tray. Allow stacking. Allow launcher full screen win. I don't know. Not that. I just okay dock. I just wanted to hide itself. In this. Ah, aha, aha. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, so so we're doing some stuff here where we have a server. Launch as a Windows service if necessary. Okay, but I think the main point is this, which is the server, and I didn't really want it to be like this, so I'm gonna close that. Um, I could just do like new, yeah. Okay. I do need to figure it out now. So current version.config version migrate. Oh, okay. So I remember this is probably what this was talking about. Should reasonably be expected to show an accurate dump of the config container it is using. However, it does not run plugin config migrations, only top level migrations such as V1 to V2. So its output can be confusing. A user running containerd config dump can be easily misled about plugin configuration. Migrate does run plugin config migrations, but it also fills in default config values rather than just showing the transformations of an on-disk config file. This means that a user running migrate their config either will to manually def or will end up with a very verbose on-disk config file. Okay. Okay. You see, there is already a PR. Oh wow, that's not good. Uh, Ignore that then. Okay. Okay. Host the plugins. Prometheus, fine. Server options, gRPC stats handler. I Yes, it's trying to do Just trying to create some stuff. Sudo bin container d, right? That's gonna work. Sudo net start. Why do I have ExpressVPN running? I also have Olama running? What the fuck? God damn it, I don't know. I also have Mongo. What? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'll let it run, I guess. Okay. But the point is that containerd is here, waiting for response from VoltDB open. I don't have VoltDB open, so I think I'm gonna need to have a lot of things for this thing to work, like VoltDB, obviously. So let's do that, right? Let's do this setup first. Getting started, right? Okay. Container stress, run C, and other stuff. Linux. You should also download the unit from here. No, I don't. Install runc. I already have runc. Installing CNI plugins. Do I need CNI plugins? Maybe I do. Linux AMD 64. Okay. Um. It's just an opt CNI bin. So CNI bin sudo move plugins. Still in continuity on Windows. Interacting with continuity files. Yeah, I see here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use CTR. I already have CTR. I have. Oh, I already have continuity running, so I need to stop it. Sudo systemctl stop docker. To stop docker, which should stop continuity, I think. Okay, now it's not running. It's nice. There's a vagrant file. Fedora Cloud Base. I should have that already. The question is that what does it do, right? Container is Linux. Okay. Like for testing, I don't mind setting up a vagrant system. But the problem is that if it doesn't do much stuff, then does some run C, does the CNI. Because there are like all of these stuff, because I don't know how they work right now, I guess vagrant may not be the worst idea. Yeah, I'm gonna set up vagrant file or vagrant machine or basically a VM virtual box. I don't really have. I just have this. Vagrant up, I think. Okay, that's nice. Should be quick. Okay. this is also not a bad thing to document, especially as I'm trying to do some stuff here. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal because, like, for example, if I come here, it's loading the config. I don't even want default config. I just need like yeah, this is the one, right? This is what he's looking for. Sorry, right. This is what he's looking for. Uh, um, I'm concerned why this is not already there. 22 months ago, 8 authors config provides configuration data for the server. Yeah, I mean this is oh god, this is it, right? This is what he's looking for. If I look for docs, we have client options, um, continuity 2.0, whatever that means. I can search like config.toml, but files to include docs. And by default, the string complex garbage collection, getting started, hosts. Yeah, I guess I understand what you meant. Like, wait, no, there's a config. That's a CRI config though. Resistant CRI plugin config part is part of the continuity config default path. Yeah, it's this is not the full thing, right? Okay. And CRI. So I think I understand what he means. Wait. Um, this is in 2022. Okay, let's see. Migrate config their format, root state, gRPC, trpc, debug, metrics, plugins. So this is as complete, I think, as it would get. But this is a man page, right? What I can do is just take a look at this and leave a comment. That might be one of the best things I can do, honestly. So, complete extension writing still provides on the distortion. Hosts, example hosts. Nah, not what I was talking about. But I think it might be like man config.toml, man container d config config.toml. Okay, wait. What was the prefix? We also have this. So this is probably this. Container config. Oh. Oh. January, and then I commented now, so that's funny, a little bit. Uh, so what's happening? Successfully added box, blah 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 blah. Importing base box, blah blah blah. Running inline script, virtual box. Give me. Yep, there you go. We have it running here. That's fine. Fedora always takes time for me, so yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Which reminds me, I need to do some stuff, right? Check Fedora Silver Blue. This is something I wanna test. I'm gonna do like node start MD on desktop. Right, I need to do that. Okay. Did it just get cloned or some shit? Get. I didn't. I think it's like get branch current. Show current. Haha. Okay. Anyway, so install CNI does that. Building plugins. Can I like look at it? Oh, failed to connect to SSH. Continue running in the background. Yeah. The mobile app for Kick is really not that good. It's not even updating in time, which is slightly annoying to me. Okay. Mic testing. Okay, so the voice is decent. There are a couple of things here, right? Mod actions, chat, session info. I don't know. Anyway, two viewers, whoever is watching, I don't know if Dada is watching or not. Um. Oh shit! No, I didn't mean to mute you. Fuck. Uh. Okay. Let's take a look back. This is taking a while. I should have. I made a mistake. I should have. Um. Vagrant. Vagrant file. Yeah, I should have increased that to like 8192. Easy 8. Mm-hmm. Should have done that. That's on me. Um. I don't know if I change these. I think if I change these, then it will rebuild. Kinda don't know. Let me do that. I think it's called Vagrant Destroy. Ocean default, another vessel reaction machine. Yeah, I need this to die. Yeah. Now I can do it. I'm just gonna do it here. Vagrant Destroy. Yes. Nice. Vagrant up. So let's remind myself. Yeah, it's 8 gigs and 8 vCPUs. Yeah, that's fine. Because how many do I have? I have 16. So yeah, I should work. More resources are better because if I want to like have a GUI in that VM, because I possibly will. I'm not a CLI only guy anymore. So if I need that, it's gonna be really helpful if I have that. Resize to ether to ether. The new sizes may be rejected by the kernel. It will not be rejected by the kernel. Trust me. Yeah. Install all of these things. This is nice that they are trying to make sure that this is EFI. Yeah, because most of these vagrant files that I come around everywhere, they don't really care about UFI. Maybe there is a reason they are doing it. Let me see if I can look at that. Uh, Update Rocket Linux to 8.8. UFI now has to be enabled. By the way, what the hell is this? GitLens? I was thinking that I'm gonna like open it in the browser. Like, what? Open commit in GitHub. Containerd. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really care. The point still stands, right? It's nice. Although, okay. So Fedora. Wait, what? I'm gonna ignore whatever that said. But this should genuinely be faster than before. Yeah, the memory will not be hit that much. Just what is this? Yeah, don't care. The weird thing is that it is like installing runc like that. And this is like a good point to talk about how open source contribution in general is difficult. And not just that, open source contributions like in unknown projects is even more difficult because it's a commitment. Like having to do all of this, going through a lot of this is a commitment. And if you don't even know a lot of this stuff, like imagine if you didn't know Makefile, right? Like this is one of the stupidest things we do nowadays. If there is a Makefile, just run make help. Not everything has a like help target, but most like mature projects with Makefile does have a help target to help with knowing what the other targets are. So that's one thing. I think nowadays most guys would know what diff containers are. So I guess that's a good thing. These are actually a good thing, really good thing. But they have their limitations, obviously. Especially if you want to really isolate things. It depends on project by project. For this project, it's a different story. For this project, Vagrant, not Vagrant, but a virtual machine makes a little bit more sense because it will actually isolate everything, even the network resources. And sometimes, if you end up playing with your network resources the wrong way, it can make things really painful for you, especially for a guy like myself. Like I wouldn't call myself really knowledgeable on like how all of these things work. I can figure my way around it, but I'm not that confident, obviously. And one of my goals is to get to that stage through going through these kinds of projects, right? Yeah. So yeah, knowing what Vagrant file is, what Vagrant is, and how to operate with Vagrant. I don't know Ruby, for example, right? This is Ruby, by the way. I don't know Ruby that much, but just very um, basic knowledge of it helps. And yeah, in general, why containerd? Because containerd is like is very fundamental to my work. It is used in Kubernetes now, obviously by default, especially EKS. And I just wanna understand it. I've had to look at containerd code a couple of times already because of some EKS issues, and having to look at like its configuration file and stuff like that. And I don't like not knowing about something in detail when I have to work with it, every single day. So to to speak like I don't know how containerd works in depth is not something I want to advertise. It's not something I want to like mention even. So yeah, that's why. Um. Okay. This is installing CRI CTL. I think that is CTR. Yeah. No, CRI CTL is different. Okay. Good to know. CRI CTL, CTR. CTR is the container D thing. Command CTR and CRI. What is CRI CTL? That is CRI tools. Oh, I think that's the ah, that is the other CLI for containerd, which is debugging only. Okay, good to know. Oh god, I did not mean to mute him. Shit. I should be unmuted now, right? Yeah, he is unmuted. By the way, that's my brother. Is he streaming right now? No, he's not. He did like 4 hours ago. He was playing something called Visage, Visage. Um, yeah, that game. I also want to play it. Maybe is Visage on Linux? I have Windows, but which reminds me, if I could play it on Linux, that would be. Oh no, I cannot. And I would need to pay. No, I'm not gonna pay for this. I have another game that I would prefer to pay if I have to, which is Phasmophobia. Yeah, I would rather pay for this game if I had to. It's like discounted for some reason. I don't know. I don't care. But it's 660. It's not that much, and it has multiplayer, right? And yeah, I would like best game debut. Wow. Best co-op game, best early engagement, best horror game, best debut, and it's all 2020. I know it's an old game, but it's a good game. Uh, so if I had to pay, I'm gonna pay for this one, not the other one. The thing is, like, I have this 1 terabyte NTFS. Ooh, wait. Hold on. So this is my Linux, right? This is the Linux. This is extend 4. I think that's the data. Aha, that's the data. And this is my NTFS. This is another NTFS. Okay, so my 1 terabyte is Windows totally. Okay, never mind. I thought I was sharing the disks. Uh, this is weird because I wanted to share disks between Windows and that, and sure I should have had, I should have mounted this as NTFS or VFAT, I think, or XFAT, whichever one of those. Um, uh, Damn, I made a mistake. I think this doesn't make a lot of sense. And so my root is that much. Do I have gparted? Yeah, so NTFS about a gig. Another NTFS is smaller, so 500 is used, 400 is. I think I just didn't want to mess with it. Yeah, yeah. I also should be using like time shift. I don't even have time shift. I think there is one another thing called Snapper, maybe. I think Snapper is what it was called. Yeah, PTFS. This is mine. System disk root volume. Oh god, it's not set up right. I don't think it's set up right. Wait, with root sub volume. This is the one. Set up with TFS. Oh, does it not have Meteor FS? I think it's called sub volume ls. Are you kidding me? Wow. I did use like um pop OS PTRFS, no sub volume. Yeah, this is the one thing I don't want to do. Almost a year after the first ticket. Wow, nice. Um. Also, I think GitHub changed something. Like the comments are really fast now. I don't think they're waiting for response back, which is nice. But okay, so that's not a good thing. Let's get back to the actual topic, right? Vagrant. I should be able to do SSH now. Systemd first boot. Why? Journal. Journal CTL. Systemd first boot. Sudo. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. Okay, I don't think I have a UI in here. I would like to install something, and it is again etc OS release. This is Cloud Edition Fedora. Mm, I'm not gonna worry about that. I think if I do show, it's gonna be that thing. Oh God. Yeah. So I'm not gonna worry about that. So I think it should be running pgrep. Let's do container D. Oh, it's not. Systemctl list unit services unit files, right? What? Um, what is it doing? Okay. Systemctl status. So go path is going to be in here, right? Go. It should be go here, right? Go env go path. Yeah, but there is no go here. Oh God. According to this, the go path src, unless it's running as sudo cd. Yeah, that's a bit stupid, don't you think? Is there an SSH config? No, never mind. System CTL status go src. Escaped as I guess I need to do. Hmm. could just cp, I think it's in lib system d system. Wow. Getup.com container d container d.service lib system d system. Okay, I can do systemctl daemon reload. One more thing, let me just, are you kidding me? Thank you. Okay, status. Okay, so I can do systemctl start container d. Let's do enable now, and then pgrep container d. And it's running. Okay. Okay, so the good news is that I can change things from here, rebuild in there, because both of them are, it's gonna work. But I should have CTR, and I think there was a test that it kind of said I could do like this. So images pull docker.io. One of the things is that, yeah, so that's working, right? So I need to check it does a CTR images pull, right? What API it is using, for example, is something I want to see. I have updates apparently. Yeah, don't care. Um, quit because. Oh, come on, no. Okay, so we have container d, right? Command ctr. So this is the one. One of the things, obviously easiest, I could just. Okay, so there is one problem. If I want to debug something, right? Cannot debug it through Vagrant. Now that's not gonna work because cannot start, because the way DApp works is that it's gonna have to run the binary through the debugger that supports DApp, and then it'll expose like an API which will then Visual Studio Code will talk to, right? It's not gonna work because that's a VM. I mean, it could work in theory. Obviously, I don't think it's gonna support it. Mm, yeah, I don't know. I could make it work. I would just have to port forward the DAP to localhost. Localhost. Maybe try that. Right. Uh, DAP go. I need to install that. Right. Not that. Yeah, this one. So I need to install the. It's called. I don't remember. It's called Delve. It's called Delve. Yes. Delve. I need to install it. Uh, Installation. Yeah. So I can do that directly in here, right? And I remember I should have like a command to help with this. Let me see. GitHub. I think it's called system now. Yeah. Let me see. Ben. Yeah. So the idea is that I need to call Delve connect, not connect. I need to start it. So Delve exec headless continue accept multi-client listen to the port. So that is kind of the idea of first I would have to build it with all the flags, which I think it already does. um mhm. So like it should be DLV. Oh, I probably should do bash rc export path root go bin path. So now DLV should be there. Yeah. Okay, so DLV is there. So I need to call that, right? So I another thing I need to check is vagrant port forwarding. Yeah, forward ports. Oh, I forgot vagrant is from HashiCorp. They're not bad. They're nice. Okay, there it is. So all I would have to do is go very up there. Configure VM not network. I can do it at the very end because this is the indentation, right? So let's do that. So the guest port I will choose is the one that I did here, 33,000, because why not? Let's do 33,000 on the host, and pretty much that. I think then I'll just exit and do vagrant up. Vagrant down. How does it? I don't remember. Vagrant halt stops the vagrant machine. Okay. Halt. This is one of the nicest things about Vagrant, that configuring a lot of these things is kind of nice. Vagrant up. Yeah. Forwarding the port, so that's nice. That's what I want. And let's wait. I might be able to do it. Yeah, so I could just copy the whole thing, right? So these are the args, and then I would give it the file name with a dash dash. So vagrant ssh. Can I like do with root directly here? Yeah, no. Sudo su cd that. I'm gonna do dlv that, and then bin. No, sorry. I did do container d. Wait. Which ctr? dlv that ctr. Sorry. And one more thing is debug config. I need to add one for Go. Connect to server. Enter the host name. Enter the port 33,000. Yeah, exactly that. And with ctr user local bin ctr. If I do this, it did, right? So I just have to add like this. Vagrant ssh su killer dlv. Okay. But let's try it again. Wait. Help. Help. I don't think I need this continue here. Wait. My keyboard connection literally dropped. Wow. But socket connection on remote was closed. Wait. I had my remapping. kind of weird. Apply. Okay, something. What? Devices. Okay. Let's do that again, and I'm trying to delve connect that, right? So connection is shut down. I don't think it's working. Um, something I can do. Wait 1 second. Map. Delete that. I mean, there are communication happening. Oh wait. Oh wait. So I'm not doing it right. I remember something that I was starting delve like normally, right? Because I was also connecting normally. What I need is to start it in tap mode, which I think is HTTP maybe. Uh, TCP server, sorry. Launch plus exec, real exec, builds. So my guess is that It's gonna be just tap like this, and then I can do that. Yeah, that didn't work either. Is port forwarding working correctly? This was the start, right? We tried to connect. I It's not maintaining the connection. So it's calling port unreachable for something else, I think. Yeah, that's not the same thing. That's a different thing. But that's sad, right? I don't know if I want to continue doing this, but it stays for a brief second and then goes down. Yeah, it just so something is requesting this, right? Um, who is requesting this? Destination. I need the port destination. So I am requesting this. If the destination port is that, then I'm requesting this. The version. Vagrant port forwarding TCP. Protocol TCP. What is it using now? Network. Yeah, it's TCP. Did this work? No, this didn't work. Still listening. The only thing that may have changed is that it's now hanging. Um, Parameters non-blocking true, ID 3, whatever. Get version ID 1, non-blocking. Can I do like I don't know. These are all DNS, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So now it's just stuck. Something I could potentially do is vagrant restart, maybe. Vagrant halt. Then let's do up again. Guest to host. And making sure. I need the options. Autocorrect. If true, the host port will be changed automatically in case it collides. Guest IP and host IP. I need that. Let's put those in as well. IP. Guest. I think it's doing the same thing. There is no response to this, right? It's just gonna stay stuck. These are like DNS ones. Vagrant. Dep over vagrant. Maybe it's a problem we already know. Like debug scripts on it. I need to suppose starting a TCP could work. Respond with listen option. Yeah, I'm doing that, but the problem is yeah, it failed, right? That failed. SS, sorry. Ooh, SS. Crap, 33. Should have just done 33,000. What? SS, I think it's T. Man, SS. TCP. I need L. Yeah, dash T and then L. Ah, there you go. I don't know. Wait, the guest type is not set. Why? Oh wait, that's the other one. Never mind. This is the one that I care about, right? And that's it, right? That is set correctly. The port is that and that. This is not working. That's a bit sad. I guess like it's just this is yeah. I don't think that VirtualBox port forwarding not working with NAT adapter. Huh? Like what am I even using? The adapter is, let me, alright. So I need to check the adapter. So it's using, yeah, it's using the NAT adapter. Adapter type, the MAC address, cable connector, right? Yeah. Temporary simple port forwarding, appears listening to the host to the port, but not actually forwarding the connection to the guest, or try multiple ports, and a research request to host connectivity on the other hand is fine. Actually, let me check guest to host, right? So I can do like netcat l. What is using that again? Right? What? Is it? Is it because that doesn't make sense? Vagrant halt. We just put forwarding it, right? We're not supposed to be listening. Last I remember. Um, I guess my understanding is wrong. Shut up. Discard. Um, Port forwarding. Host IP, host port, guest IP, guest port. Virtual net is the key. Select your VM that you want to perform. Make sure the VM is in stop mode. Settings, network adapter 2, enable network adapter. Run NAT, select advanced. Select advanced. There is no advanced. What the fuck? Ah, this thing? I don't know why, but let's see. Still not working. So this one was quicker at least, right? That's interesting that oh, 215. So at least if it is localhost, it does something. But my guess is that it just does it like by itself, maybe. Hmm. What if I do this, right? Still not working. Let me do something like ncl I forgot the syntax. NC destination port. Yeah. So the packets are not really going there. Yeah, these are the packets, right? Hi there. I guess Registry has a problem. Mac PC guest to send us. Forwarding to guest to host at Switchbox server. Firewall? Is that really a problem? There is no firewall, right? EFW? No. SE status. Set and force 0. But this is not working. Yeah. Oh, wait. RP service internet connections. I think it's still the same. I did the non-blocking request. Um, and this is what it got as a response. Not for this, something else. This has not yet been responded to. Yep. This is not working. It was close though, right? Ten 02:15. Okay, so I guess there was a connection, sort of. 10:02:15. Yes, 10:02:15. Do I need to give it like a message or something? It was almost working. How long has it been? Oh, 2 hours. Yep, that's it. I'm ending the stream for the day. And yes, I failed. That was not what I meant to do. But yeah, I failed. I'm gonna have to take a look at this a bit better, I guess. Because I can see that the thing is working, it's just that DAP is not working. So, yeah.